Good morning. Happy Tuesday, or Tuesday at least. Couple of notes before we start moving. We're going to do a pretty dynamic flow. I think I have all of my chords, so hopefully the mic will work out pretty well today. We'll see how that goes. There might be some ambient noise because, as it happens, they're building a driveway next door. So there's a plow out there right now, but that's okay. We can always deal with all of that. DerekBarris.com/yoga for information and donation links for these classes, as well as this Sunday I'll be doing a core conditioning workshop on Zoom. If you subscribe to my newsletter at the paid level, you get automatic access to that. You can check that out on my website as well. It's the Substack link on the right-hand side. Or you can just sign up in general to get the free level newsletter as well. And if you do, I would appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to start off on our backs, and we're going to work a little bit of rotational movement on our backs. And for the class, just if you've noticed the name, about Twister, of course, that game from my youth and probably everyone's youth, but there's a lot of interesting movements. So we're going to be going over and under today and just kind of play around with shapes in the warm-up and as we progress with the flow. So just modify as needed, of course, but I have a little bit of space, but I just miss moving around a little more dynamically. So we're going to do the best we can. To begin, you're going to bring your feet in Baddha Konasana and lie on your back. And just take a few breaths here and notice where your hips naturally fall, where your knees come down. Don't try to do anything quite yet. And just take a few breaths here. So sorry if my thoughts are a little scattered. Obviously, it's a challenging time, and there are many thoughts in my head about it. But for me, taking a little bit of time to just move and reflect and breathe has always been one of the values of this yoga practice. So really just going to take this hour here to just explore shapes, and then we'll get back to the world afterwards. Now as your feet press into one another, see if you can activate your inner thighs a little bit more. Engage your abdominal muscles here. And we're going to keep our feet on the ground. You're just going to stretch your arms forward. Lift your chest, your head up, and then just little pulses. Little pulses forward. We're going to do 20 pulses here. There's 10 more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lie back. Now keep this general shape of your legs. Slide your left foot in and slide your right foot. So now your ankles are sort of crossed here. Your left ankle is closer. So I'm stealing this from my wife's ballet workout. She usually wears ankle weights, 3-pound weights doing this, which makes it a lot more challenging. But we're going to keep our forearms down, and we're just going to take our left leg and lift it up and then lower it back down. I'm going to do 10 of those. So your leg is in external rotation. If you have the weight especially, you'll feel the glute activation a little bit more. But for now, trying to keep your right ankle pressing down, keeping your abdominal muscles engaged. Last 4, 3, final 2, and 1. And let's go right to the other side. So you just slide your left ankle forward a little bit. Now press that ankle down and then lift your right up. Tap it down. As with all of our movements here, it's not a huge movement, but we're trying to make the speed, the negative and the positive, the lift and the lowering, the same tempo here. There's 5 more. Final 3. Oh, we got a friend. 2. And 1. That's a great place to be. Thank you. Your butt in my face, as always. Appreciated. Okay, now stretch your legs out. Shake them out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so we're going to start here with our feet on the ground and extend it out. Take your arms overhead. And we're going to take our left knee over towards our right armpit and lift up and twist across. All right, come back to center, extend out, and then go to the other side. So you're crossing your upper body and your hips here. If you want it harder, keep your legs up the whole time, all right? So let's take it slow. We're only doing 5 rounds. Bring your left knee across, back to center, right knee across, 2. Left side. Always hit that center point first, right side. All right, 2 more rounds. Left side. Right side. Okay, last round, left side. And right side. And release. And hug your knees in. So if you think about crossing your knee under your armpit when you twist in planks, that's sort of same vibe there. And before we come up now, happy baby pose. And then bring your feet together, Baddha Konasana. And just take that stretch for a moment here. Now, pull your feet towards your head and let your knees go wide. And try to keep your sacrum might lift. Mine is. It may not. It depends on where you want to go with that, but keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Now from here, push your feet together. Bring your feet overhead a little bit. Use a little momentum. Rock up to sit. Stretch forward. Now as you come back, grab your feet, rock back, and then rock up. 2. All about control and just getting a little momentum. Momentum's fine here, but if you can roll back, roll up. Ooh. 3. 2 more. Roll back. Roll up. So really, I love the feeling on my spine here. It feels really nice. Last one. Roll back. Roll up. Good. And then cross your ankles. We're going to go to downward facing dog. And press yourself back. And take a moment and pedal out through your down dog. Okay, we're going to play with a little bit of a twisting action here. So first one, from your down dog, just roll out to plank, sink your hips, keep it parallel here, your shoulders parallel, and then pull your navel in, press back to down dog. Now this time, as you roll to plank, drop your feet to the right, sink your right hip down, and take a twist over your left shoulder, and then roll back to down dog. Right, now you go to the other side. Just drop your feet over to the left, sink your left hip down, and then press back. Let's try that sequence once more. Throw through center, sink down, heart forward, press back. Feet to the right, right hip down towards the ground, and back. And left side, and back. Okay, now we're going to add on, come forward, center, sink down. Now core engagement, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Back to center, left knee, right elbow. Back to center, down dog. Okay, a little more challenging here, a little different I should say. Roll out, right side, sink your hip down. Now from this position, we're going to bring left knee, right elbow. Back to the same side. Again, left knee, right elbow. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. 2 more. Inhale. Twist. 4. Inhale. Twist. 5. Down dog. Okay, let's try the other side. Roll it out, left side, left hip, almost down. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. And 5. Down dog. And separate your feet, mat distance. Walk your hands. Let your shoulders relax. Ragdoll back of your mat. Now feet are wide. Slight turnout if you need. Get out of the shoulders into the hips. Drop down, Malasana. Squat down, arms up. As you exhale, sweep your hips back. Extend your arms back behind you. Inhale, squat down. Exhale, 2. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final 2. And 1. Walk out, plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Take a breath before we move on and get into our shoulders. Slide your hands back. Inhale, baby cobra. Float your hands up, first round. Exhale, release down. All right, cobra, inhale, low or baby. Exhale, 2. 3 more. As always, let your upper back muscles engage and then your arms. And let your neck follow that trajectory. 2 more. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose for a breath. Push back, stretch your hips back. Roll up to stand on your knees, thunderbolt. Stretch up. Exhale, sit back, chaturanga. Drop your knees down, press back, thunderbolt. Stand up. Sink back, maybe on the top of your feet, chaturanga. Just one more. Push it back, stand up, inhale. Sit it back, chaturanga. Upward facing is right there. Downward facing. Stretch your right leg up. Pull it into center. Lunge to start. Tap your back knee down. All right, and just move your hips side to side for a moment here. All right, we're going to keep working this rotational move. We'll take it slow here in the warm-up. Left hand down, tuck your back toes, lift your left knee, stretch your right arm up. Now lower your right hand, spin your back heel down, warrior 2, open. Take your left hand down, rotate your right arm back, twisting lunge. Right arm forward, warrior 2, open. One more, left hand lowers down, right arm goes back and up. Forward, warrior 2. Now in your warrior 2, take your left hand to meet your right. Now pull your left elbow to your inner left thigh, archers, back down to Skandasana. Take it forward like you're drawing the bow, and then draw the bow. Pull it back, 2. One more, inhale. Exhale, 3. Twister time, here we go. Left hand down, flip your dog. Right foot behind you, press up. Fallen triangle, slide through. Right leg through, left arm forward. Look down, chaturanga. Back to down dog. Left leg up. Step to lunge. Tap your back knee down. And again, just get your hips ready, side to side. Now bring your right palm down, tuck your right toes. Take your right knee up and your left arm goes back and up. Now, left hand forward to the ground first, back heel down, and then unfold, lift up, warrior two. Now we get a little more specific. As your right hand goes down, your left hand goes back and up. And then we just bring our left arm forward, warrior two, pull up from there. Ooh, got that? One more. Right hand down, left arm back and up. Left arm forward, warrior two. Now in your warrior two, draw the bow. Right arm forward, and then Skandasana, archers. Pull that elbow into your thigh to get a little leverage. Pulse forward, pull it back. One more. Bring it forward, draw it back. We're gonna flip our dog. Come forward, right hand down. Your left foot picks up, tap it behind you. Take a breath. Thread it under, left knee, right elbow, kick through. Fallen triangle. Inhale. Chaturanga. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back, Malasana, squat down. Press up, inhale. To stand, lift up, open your heart. Exhale, Malasana. You can crawl forward or hop, Chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Stretch your right leg up. Draw your knee in, step. Low lunge. Tap your knee down, stretch your arms up. Twisting runner's lunge. Left hand down, right arm rotates up. Right arm forward, warrior two. Left hand forward, Skandasana, back to archers. Here we go, flip it. Left hand down, rotate, right arm extends forward. Looking down, right leg kicks through, fallen triangle. Looking down, right leg pulls up, Chaturanga, lower to the ground. Bend your right knee. From there, push back, down dog split. Inhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Come on up. Hands behind you, interlace. Inhale. Devotional. Take a breath. Now as you find your flat back, left arm goes forward, reverse warrior, up and around. Hands down, Chaturanga, traditional flow here. Left leg stretches up. Pull your knee in, step. Lower your back knee, low lunge, inhale. Twisting runner's lunge, right hand down, left arm up, back knee lifts. Now left arm goes forward, warrior two, from there. One time, right hand forward, sink back, archers. Flip your dog. Take it through, rotate around, left arm forward. Looking down, fallen triangle, kick through. With control, through Chaturanga, left foot is hovering. Now bend your left knee, you're on the ground. A lot of strength, right toes tucked, down dog split. Inhale, open, scorpion tail. Warrior one, step, pivot and lift. Inhale. Clasp your hands behind you. Take an inhale, open up. Devotional. Take a breath. Lead with your right arm, extend it forward. Reverse warrior, inhale. Hands down and flow. Take it through. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back, Malasana, squat down. Press up one time, drive down, stretch up. Sit it down. Malasana. Now again, you can walk out or look forward, a little plyometric, Chaturanga. We do have neighbors downstairs, but they said they don't mind if I jump around. That was nice of them. All right, right leg up, inhale. Now, from the beginning now, building from here, right knee, left elbow, tap. Do it again, press up, find that scorpion tail, tap 2. One more, inhale. Tap 3, kick through, back heel down, open it up. From here, we're going to our belly, right knee in to the ground. Knee is bent. Right from here, flip your dog. Rotate around, stretch. Top of your mat, low lunge. Back knee down, arms up. Inhale. Twisting runner's lunge. Left hand down, right arm up. Right arm forward, warrior 2. Left hand forward, meets it. Sit it back, archers. See your target, here we go. Half moon, press up. Whoa, first one, that was fun. Don't worry if you kind of failed like I did, because we get to do it again. Right knee bends, archers to Skandasana. Draw in the bow, shoot the arrow, half moon. Whoa. Fun times. One more. Drop it back, sit low, half moon, pull up. It gets a little smoother every time. Inhale from your half moon, looking down, curtsy squat. You knew it was coming. Maybe you didn't. Drop down. You get to do it again. Half moon. Inhale. Curtsy squat. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Curtsy squat. Exhale. Now, how do we get to Chaturanga from curtsy squat? I know Carly's already going there. Let's have some fun. Right knee on your right tricep. Come forward, palms down. Kick your knee, lift your right foot, extend your left leg back, flying crow. Chaturanga. Down dog. I have a feeling Elaine is never going to talk to me after this one. We'll see. Take your left leg up. Left knee, right elbow. Take it back. Scorpion tail. Right elbow. One more. Inhale. Right elbow. Kick through. Fallen triangle. Open. Looking down. Knee in to your belly. All the way down. A lot of strength here. Come on. Press up. Flip it. Inhale. Stretch. Top of your mat. Step to lunge. Lower your knee. Stretch your arms up. Inhale. Right hand down, twisting runner's lunge. Left arm forward, warrior 2, open. Right hand forward, preparing for archers. Drop back. Balance time, half moon. Press up. Try it again, bend your knee to soften the landing. Find that archers. Half moon 2. You can always have your hands out. I'm just playing here. One more. And really, treat it as play. Number 3. Now from your half moon, curtsy squat. Drop down, get as low as you can, and then pull back up, half moon 1. Try it again. Turn it down, sink down, and half moon 2. Okay, curtsy squat, drop down. Now, left elbow to your left knee, bring it forward, palms down. I like to lift my left foot first, and then my right leg can follow, flying crow. Chaturanga. Now, look forward and then slide your shins to the ground, to the top of your mat. Finding your hero's pose, toweling off, grabbing a little coffee. See, this is the problem. My wife went out. We usually just make coffee at home. She went out for coffee right before class. Yeah, so you can blame her for all this. That's what happens when I drink coffee when I teach. Okay, so taking your fingertips down, just do a little cat-cow here. We're gonna work on a little strength for transitions, and now we'll get to stretch in these poses here. Hopefully you're warmed up at this point. Okay, so there's degrees here. You want to think, you want to think about your knees coming to your chest. This is a bit of an ankle stretch, a bit of core work, a bit of upper body strength. Kind of combines a lot of everything, which I like about it. So think of cat-cow, right? Inhale, find that cow pose, and then you push down, pull your knees to your chest, and round your back. And then inhale, we'll do 3 rounds. Exhale 2. And then inhale. And exhale 3. And then tap down, roll out your wrists. So if you practice with me in person, I love this transition, so you probably know it. So what happens is you lift your knees, you get that engagement where you're nice and tight. Then you have to start to bend your elbows towards crow. Your feet will hover off the ground, and then you engage your abdominal muscles, and you just shoot your legs back. Chaturanga, easy transition. You can watch first, I'll give you a moment. So we come here, you find that pull in, bend your elbows, lift your feet, right? You're here, Chaturanga, right? Easy, easy, I'll do it with you. So we come here, inhale, exhale, engage, knees up, bend elbows, lift your feet, shoot back. All right, down dog. Stretch your right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. To lunge, exhale. Back knee taps, lift up. Okay, low lunge. And then we're gonna play with a couple low lunge variations. All right, but let's just, you can move around, hands behind your head, behind your back, twist. Just finding some context here for your low lunge for 5 breaths. Right, playing with different angles. So all of the different things I'm doing, the constant is that my left shin is driving down. And what that does is it's giving me more of a stretch in the front of my left thigh. And it's giving me a lot more stability, whether I'm low or high. Now, you can stay with a traditional low lunge. If you want to try this, right fingertips inside of your right foot. So you open up a little bit here on the left side, and then you bend your left knee, and you reach back, and you grab your left foot. Now, you can stay here with your hand on a block or the ground, or right hand to thigh. Now, the fancy version is bringing your left foot into your left elbow, lifting your right arm, and then finding sort of a version of a pigeon in a lunge. I'm no longer 28, so I left that pose behind a few years ago. It's just a lot of my knees. So just gonna take another 2 breaths here. Okay, and then you take that down, pyramid for a moment, just to give your hips and your knee a little love. Shake that out. Okay, let's load that hip up a little bit here before we stretch. So your back heel is up. You're gonna take your right foot, flex your foot so that your heel is now the only thing on the ground. Keep that action, kind of like deadlift action. Your right hip pulls back, and then bend your left knee and sit back almost to the ground, and then re-extend that left leg, right? So loading that left hip a lot as you're getting that back of the right stretch, right leg stretch. We'll do 3 more. So almost down, sit back, bring it forward. 2 more. You can probably get your butt to your heels, some of you. Just take it as far back as you can without your knee touching. And then put your foot down, Lower your knee. Okay. Stretch your arms up. Hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Now stay here, lift your back knee, split your arms, or bind. And let's breathe for 5 in our twisting runner's lunge. Okay, release down. Again, pyramid for a moment, shake that out. Now, walk your right foot over to the right and tap your back knee down again. Bring your hands down. Now, you can just fold into lizard pose if you want. I'm working this hamstring, or the quadricep, I should say, quite a bit here. So if you want to bend your left knee again and try to grab the outside of your foot with your right hand. And a bit of a twist. And if you want to come onto your left forearm towards that version as well. And as always, remember, it's about sinking your hip down the front of your thigh more than it is about the foot pulling. Foot pulling happens after your hip is as low as it can go. And then let that go. Walk your hands back, and again, re-extend your legs. And then walk your right foot all the way to the left side of your mat. And we'll see if we can get Elena back on my team here. So your foot is there, and let's pulse this, setting up pigeon. So tap your right knee down, and then re-extend your right leg. So you're crossing your inner thighs here, just priming that leg for pigeon, 2. We'll do 2 more, and then the 5th we'll lower down. Okay, 1 more full round. And then find your pigeon. Now in your pigeon pose, walk your hands back and just take a moment. You can lift your arms or anything fancy if you want. And then your back leg is pretty warmed up if you want a king pigeon, but that too is out of my repertoire. So I am just going to fold here and breathe into my right hip for the next minute or so. Now, as you come back, drop your right hip over to the right and come to sit. All right. Now you're going to come into a wide Janu Shirshasana. So turning over your left leg and then enjoying your first forward bend here of the practice before we go back for the other side. Take a few more breaths here. I guess Baltazar has some things to say today. Two more breaths. And then lift back up. Okay, if you want to transition, have a little fun, we'll try Kundinyasana out. So you're going to turn your left foot down, bring your left hand down. Now think of all that sort of twisting movement we did. I'm going to move over a little bit because I don't have the room with the wall. And then you're going to pull your right knee to your right tricep, lift up, extend your leg out, and then lift your left leg. and then float back, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Left side, lift your left leg and step into lunge. Lower your back knee. And remember, first couple of breaths, your lunge, arms could be up, twist, right? Move around a little bit. One more breath. Now, again, you can stay with your lunge here, or you can just bring your hands down, but you want to go for that quadricep stretch. You bend your right knee, take your right hand back, grab. You can grab the outside or the inside of the foot on this one. Sometimes the inside's a little tough. Your left hand can go to your thigh, or you can, again, go for that pigeon version by putting your right foot into your right elbow. Take 2 more breaths. Now always be careful releasing that leg and just pyramid for a moment. Let that go. Okay, let's go to our twist. So you can tap your knee down again. Bring your palms to your heart and then hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Again, you can stay right here. You can lift your back knee up, split your arms or bind, and just breathe into, especially for me, that's the QL, right? My lower back. I feel most of this. And take 2 more breaths. And come out slowly, re-extend again, let that go. Now, come up onto your left heel, and then it's like you're going to runner stretch. Just bend your right knee almost to the ground, push your sitting bones back, and then re-extend. Just pulsing it, not holding. Not that cruel today. Oh, sometimes we do that, hold for a bit. But now just moving through it, finding your mobility here, right? Trying to find the end range of your motion where you can sustain. 4, and then 1 more. And 5. Put your foot back down and then tap your knee down again. Traditional lizard is there for you if you want to lower your forearms. Otherwise, again, you'll bend your right knee, left hand. Again, I always grab the outside of my foot so my shoulder can open. Grabbing the inside forces your shoulder down, which is appropriate if you're not twisting, if you're going for the straight ahead version, but I like the twisting one too. One of the tragic things about not being able to be in person is no longer get to adjust people. This was Reagan's favorite adjustment, right? But we'll get back there one day. Just a slight hitch here. 2 more breaths. Okay, take your time coming out, and then 1 more, return to pyramid. And we'll prime our pigeon. Walk your left foot to the right side of your mat. My hands are forward a little bit, and then you just bend your knee, maybe it taps down, and then you re-extend it. Three more. Final 2. Now 1 comes down. So drop down and find your pigeon pose. And again, start up high just to feel that stretch as you sink your hips in. And then if you want to come down or take a king pigeon, work with what you got here. Final moments. We're going to finish our practice on our backs after we do the forward bend and the last transition back. So as you walk your hands back, drop your hip to the left and turn. Bring that left foot in a bit. Flex your right foot and then enjoy the length over your right leg for your Janu Shirshasana. Okay, roll up. Now you just have to make it to down dog, but if you want to try it, right foot starts to turn. So you're rotating over, your left knee goes to your left tricep, kick the leg out, right leg goes up. Chaturanga. Okay, come to your backs. You can jump through or step through, fall over, however you want to get there. And windshield wipe your legs. And then bend your knees, set up your bridge pose, or if you want to go right to wheel, take your hands under your shoulders, press up, 5 breaths. And lower down. Take 2 breaths, knees can knock together. Okay, number 2. Set it up. You can mix and match bridges and wheels or stick with one or the other. 5 breaths. And release down, knees together. So many years of my practice early on, like 3 back bends was always the thing, and I never really stuck to that. I mean, it's just a convention and it's fine, but sometimes it's nice. So we'll take advantage of that number, and we'll do one more. So setting up, final bridge or wheel, press up. And come on down. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give a squeeze. And stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Open your feet a little bit and just do ankle circles for a moment here. Okay, reverse directions. And then let your left knee drop down, hug your right knee in, and then go into your spinal twist. You can have a bent knee or a straight leg. Make sure your right shoulder remains on the ground here as you breathe in your twist. Three more breaths. Rebend your knee. Take half happy baby, and you can bend your left knee or keep it straight. Just going to work our hamstring a little bit here before we do the other side. Bring your right knee to the ground. So you might twist a little, that's okay. Stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Just 3 of those, prepping that hamstring. Final one. And then take your right leg up. Now, if you want a true hamstring stretch, your foot is right above your hip. Pulling in changes the dynamic of the stretch, which is fine as well. So find what works for you. But whatever version you're in, flex your foot, right? Drive your heel up. Try to find length. If your right knee is not totally straight, you never force it. You find the edge of your stretch and then you try to relax into it rather than forcing anything deeper than that. 3 more breaths. Release. Okay, left knee in, and take your spinal twist here. Two more breaths. And then draw your knee back in. And you find a half happy baby. Again, your right leg can be straight or bent. And then you just turn over, you bring your left knee to the ground, tap it down, and then stretch it up 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. One more, inhale, and stretch it up, and then hold it, extend, lift, breathe. Keep driving your heel up. We got 3 more breaths here. And release. Let everything go. Shavasana. I almost want to join you today. I think I'll come right back here, but let me stop the stream here so you can enjoy this time for your rest or some meditation. Hope you had fun with that. I know I did. I will see you on Thursday for a stretch session, and best of luck during this time. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon.